Look at that blue suit. He's got a machete. Machete. So glad you're here, my friend.
It's a pleasant surprise. Hi, I'm Danny Trejo. Beautiful group, and I've separated the world into like two classes of people. There's the doers and the donors. And we're like the doers, you know what I mean? Everybody here do stuff, like we're just talking about it. And that just makes me so proud. I got to be working with autistic children. It's funny, my daughter says, Dad, you're on the spectrum. What are you talking about? You're a perfect example of ADHD. And I said, no, I'm not. But then I remember all the way back to Coleman Junior High School, they started a class for me called Social Adjustment. And at first there was only like 5 of us, then like a month there was like 30. And then when I started, you know, it was just like, that's how I got through school, socially adjusting. And when I started working with children with autism, I realized, wow, everybody in that class was on the spectrum somewhere, but that was the 50s. We were just bad kids, you know. bad kids, and some of us were bad kids. And coming out and going in and out. And finally found the program that helped us with what was wrong. And a lot of us self-medicated for a long time, and that was what was wrong. And we found a program that helped us with that, and now all of a sudden, well, wait a minute, we can take care of the other stuff. And but I even had psychiatrist, Dr. Berkman, he said, Quentin, he says, I can't help you unless you stop using drugs. I can't help you unless you stop drinking that Bruno. And that's booze that you make in prison. And so I came out and I started actually working on what was wrong with me. Things got better and better. They get rid of the hook.
Folks, I'm going to ask you to please keep it down. Our guest of honor is speaking up here. We are so thankful to have him. But let's pay attention to Danny. He's got such an inspirational story to tell us about you as adults. Right? Thanks, Danny. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure you got the attention you deserve, because I'm afraid what would happen if you didn't.
Hello. Let me start over. You know what? So in junior high school and high school, you know, I didn't do well simply because I can't concentrate. And really, when the teachers are up on the blackboard, it's just like and now, you know, now is that okay? Now, by the way, I gotta tell you something. I love the Jonathan Foundation because they're probably the only foundation right now that's doing anything with special needs children. It's like I talk at a lot of schools, and every time I walk into a classroom, I can see the kids that are having problems because they're the ones that the teacher will hand a coloring book and say, stay busy, and then go ahead and teach the rest of the class whatever they're doing. And as long as, you know, the kid stays busy, it doesn't disrupt. And it's like, that's not the way it goes. My wife is an advocate for special needs children. And schools hate to see her coming. You know, because she makes them do what they're supposed to be doing. The problem with the Board of Education is that the schools, it costs too much. It costs too much for, that's my voice. Okay, I don't know what's wrong, but it costs too much for the Board of Education schools to help special needs children. So it's much easier for them to just put them aside and let them go ahead and pass them and give them coloring books. And it's like she won't stand for it. And that's one of the things that I love about it. So I get with an argument with her.